Hello, everyone. Good morning, afternoon, or night, depending on when you're watching this. Welcome to the For the Badge football channel. This is your World Cup update for November 20th, the day the World Cup is starting in Qatar. In about 5.5 hours or so, Qatar plays Ecuador for the opening game of the 2022 World Cup. We're all very excited to see what happens. Um, should be a good tournament for everyone to see. So, like I said, we're all excited. If this is your first time watching, please consider subscribing. It really helps us out. We should be giving you, very consistent World Cup updates as best we can for everything that's happening, games, injuries, and everything else. So, yeah, if you haven't, please subscribe. If you like the video, please consider liking it. If you like other ones, please consider liking them. It would help us out a lot. So yeah, we're having fun. We should have another episode up on Monday, that being our 13th episode. So yeah, if you're interested in that, please stick around and subscribe, turn notifications on so you hear about that right away. So firstly today, and not too many updates, but like normal injuries as well as corruption scandals. So the first one being for another French injury, another attacker, Karim Benzema, Ballon d'Or winner, will be officially out for the World Cup. Um, Another French injury. They've been plagued with injuries for a while now. Going into the World Cup, missing Pogba and Conte already. Then in the World Cup training, losing Kimpembe, losing Nkunku. Um, so a lot of key players for this team. Granted, though, they are a very solid team. They do have quite a lot of depth to be able to make up for it. Um, so we're curious to see what's going to happen there. Um, like I said, big pieces missing. Let's see how France wants to cope with that. See what happens. I think they're still one of the top favorites of the World Cup, regardless of these injuries. But they got to keep everyone healthy as best they can, which is very hard to do. So with the conditions that these players are playing in, and things like that. So yes, again, to reiterate, Karim Benzema will officially be out for the World Cup in a very selfless maneuver. By the way, he did get hurt in training. That's news that came out. It was rumored that he was just going to miss maybe 1 or 2 games, and possibly the World Cup. That was just a rumor. And then I think he came out and said that he chose to miss the rest of the World Cup and be a pretty selfless act, so France don't have to have that sort of handicap um, alongside them. But big presence missed, like a Ballon d'Or winner, a serial winner at Real Madrid, and he will not be there, unfortunately. So, I'm not sure if France can call anyone up. I don't think they can, but like I said, they have a lot of very solid depth, especially in the attack to make up for it. So, but Nkunku and Karim Benzema, two big center forwards that will be missed, not only by France but by the average viewer of the World Cup. I feel those are two very very solid players in their respective leagues, who won't be a part of the celebrations and joy surrounding the World Cup. Now something not so celebratory and joyous about the World Cup. More corruption scandal from Qatar themselves, the hosts of the 2022 World Cup. Nothing new. This has been something that's happening for like a decade now. Starting with how they got it. Recently, there's been a lot of corruption scandals. Interesting decisions they've made regarding the fans there and things like that. So another one coming out is apparently, FIFA have been put on high alert recently because behind closed doors matches, Qatar have been receiving an unusual amount of calls going their way. Um, so that's really all I know about it. This could be a plethora of things. This could be because they only have Qatari referees, things like that, or they could have actually paid them off. There's a rumor a day or two ago that they have actually um, uh, paid off Ecuador to let them have the win in the first game because Qatar is very easily the worst team in this World Cup. So I think they want to make a statement like we are actually a footballing country. Um, and I mean I don't think they're going to do that without paying someone off, right? So pretty big news, but again, just another event in a series of controversy surrounding the host country themselves. 48 hours before the World Cup, they announced that beer will not be sold in the stadiums. I believe that was it. I'm pretty sure it's sold like outside before and after the games, but during the game in the stadium it will not be sold. Just 48 hours before it started, which could be in a huge legal issue with FIFA because they've had um, a sponsorship with Budweiser, the beer company, for I think like a few decades now, who have been supplier of alcohol for a long time. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens there, and who how these bodies walk out of this. It's going to be interesting for sure. There've already been a lot of controversy surrounding, the living conditions of their for the fans, and just things like that. So, um, yeah, like I said, another event in a series of controversial things. It's going to be interesting to see. Although we are all excited for this World Cup, I think there's a little bit of nerves, because of what's going to happen just with the host country, how fans are going to enjoy it, if there's obvious corruption and things like that. So yeah, I mean, I think that's really the update we have for you today. Is just Karim Benzema injury as well as more controversy with Qatar. Um, as the World Cup unfolds more, we should have way more consistent, World Cup updates with results and injuries and things like that. So we will keep you in the now. If that interests you, please subscribe. Please like this video. Um, we're also having another full episode coming out. I believe that'd be Monday. So yeah, probably talking about more Mexico things, because that's a hot topic right now, between us three at least. So if that interests you, like I said, please subscribe, turn the notifications on, if you're interested, so you know right away when we upload something, and you can stay, as in the now as you can. So if you got to this point, thank you so much for watching. We hope you guys have been enjoying this. We hope if this is your first one, we hope you enjoyed this and you want more. Yeah, so since it's the first day, hope you guys enjoy how you view the World Cup. Um, should be a very entertaining spectacle. It always is. So, hope you guys have a good day. Enjoy the match, and yeah. So have a good rest of the day for you guys.